Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Notre Dame's offense will get first crack at it here. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
To throw, it's Durham. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So a great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad. Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Got a man. It's Kane. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse. It's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about
What is it? Stop me? I guess it got too long outside this.
To get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Rudy, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like this that can put his hand in the dirt and go get the quarterback, the easier it becomes.
Turning it on. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Lopez to pass. On the run, fires downfield. It's complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's Green. He's brought down, but there's a flag.
No.
Let's see which way that's going to go. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Snagged in the middle. It's not. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field.
What's wrong with your TV?
Post routes and goes.
What's wrong with your TV?
He can run slants. He can run the option route. find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that
Did you
play.
plug it back in?
This crowd trying to make life miserable.
Did you hit the home button?
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do it.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
In that 2nd down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. You saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-one.
Going for it all. Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. Because he dropped it, now it's 4th down. And, of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
This one splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
What are you looking for?
Running back searching for a hole. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Still looking on the move. Makes the grab. It's Kane. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st.
It ain't up under there.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in the rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Grab near the marker. It's Kane. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. They'll give it to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
And he had it for a
Dude, catch the fucking ball.
out of his hands.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open. And that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards. But the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage.
Breaks away on the back. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The bet.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Rice is going to enjoy the trip back to Houston after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there at home, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duking out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Lopez wants to fire. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Here he goes breaking the pocket.
Man.
Just as he released the pass, it's incomplete. One final play before the end of the quarter. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And the pass is incomplete.
Catch the fucking ball.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Yeah, bad line of scrimmage, real.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a 3-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Here come the Irish back on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to...
Oh, you bitch. Fuck out of here.
He's loose on the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, UNC.
Get the fuck out of here.
Points on the board.
love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all.
Why you fall down? You had to fucking block.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Back to throw, it's Durham. Moves away as he feels pressure. Catch in the middle, it's Kane. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run, and he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock ticks down. Under 4 minutes to go in the half. From the gun on 3rd down.
Man, let the fucking ball go.
Trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. On a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sticks. It's Kane. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. On the move, he fires. He's got an open man. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lopez to pass. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Throws to the wideout. Working that
Oh my
left
God,
side.
dude.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He'll take the deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He wants to throw it again. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Lopez wants to fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Oh, they're after him. Fires on the move. Working the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The Tar Heels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wide.
Oh my God!
Oh, it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Lopez to pass. He's got him. There he goes. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance. Excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now, we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Under fire. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. We are just about ready to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where you're...
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
It is hard to continue to get up and get up and get up like he has, being sacked time after time again. But this QB, this offense, they're undeterred. They continue to put drives together, and most importantly, they're winning the football game.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. So that penalty will give this offense a little boost. Here comes 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's pulled. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Lopez wants to fire. They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Irish generating heat from the linebacker position. A Mike Stonebreaker, Manti-Teo type play.
And when you can get linebackers that can get after the quarterback, that can be a force on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down, get in the quarterback's face, make his life heck. Really nice job by the linebacker.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Robinson. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. That's reeled in. It's knocked. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. Makes a connection. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Tar Heels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, UNC! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Northern Illinois is currently up big at this moment. So much so, they're on the verge of giving Mission the rest of the day off. They're up by 23 over Old Dominion. That's where things stand right now. And, of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it.
Oh, my God.
Over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far. Pick off! What a play to set him up! He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there! North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. From the gun, the ground game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Lopez to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive.
Supposed to
Nice
defend it
guy
up and
you
get it.
can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Rush is on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect.
Man, that is bullshit.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Lopez wants to fire. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get the ball.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play in that tackle.
Bringing the heat. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. The can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The give to the tailback. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Touch pass on the run. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
Oh, my God.
Can't
Dude.
make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Incomplete. And the defense comes up big and they take over. This offense has it with really good field position. Got it behind the line. It's pulled. Touchdown, North Carolina! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass, it's Hunter. Looking for space to the left. Quarterback gets past the marker. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Pocket breaking down. The throw.
Oh, my God. How you overthrow the man? He's wide open.
Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Close to the marker, it's Kane. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
Throw the fucking ball.
When you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
He'll try to do it himself. They've got it just outside the red zone. Moves and change. It's at the 21. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Kane. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. Just can't hook up for the completion.
Grab near the sticks. It's Harris. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest.
Man, come the fuck on with that bullshit.
How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch? And the Tar Heels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
This shit's so fucking retarded.
This offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Tar Heels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Lopez to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Sam Houston is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got a man. It's Kane. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. With jet sweep pass. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Durham. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down.
In your fucking hand.
4th down is coming up.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation.